Hey yo, what's game man players? It's your boy, Dansman Sharpman, back out here with this Madden NFL gameplay, and we are here with a brand new series. It involves the Madden 20 series. Now, this series is just the same as the other ones, but this time every player that you will be seeing on the field, every created player, will not have a superstar X Factor in this series. I'm pretty sure you've seen in all the other series they had superstar X Factors, but in this one, Madden 20, they will not have the superstar X Factor attached to them. Now, it's a reason for that, because every character is basically a rookie for this Madden 20 series. So before we get into the first game, first thing we're going to look at the rosters for each team, so you guys know which team has which. And every team that you see right here on your screen is basically the rosters. They basically look the same, just like Madden 23. It was some quarterback changes. Ryan Gilmore with the Dolphins, DeAndre Crawford with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So yeah, those were just the only changes to this Madden 20 series. However, the rest of the rosters look exactly the same. So hopefully we have some fun here in this Madden 20 series. This series should definitely be fun. And if you've been watching the Madden 23 series, you basically know the amount of close games we had to kick off that series. Now we're bringing a whole new series, and you guys know how much it be close games in the division. Because I'm telling you, when it comes to these divisional games, those always be the best. And trust me, if you've been watching that Madden 23 series, you see exactly what I mean. The amount of close games we had, and we've only been through 2 weeks of play, and the games have already been interesting. Now, we will see what happens in the Madden 20 series. Let's see how well this series goes. Let's see if there's going to be any close games, because like I said, you may never know which game can be tight. So here are the games for week 1 of the Madden 20 series, so you guys know which team's facing who to kick off the season. Trust me, this should be a fun season opener. Hopefully we get some tight finishes, and especially in week 1, we only have about 4 divisional games here in week 1, and hopefully those games be tight. Who knows? But the very first game, the Packers and the Bears from Soldier Field in Chicago, and you guys know of that great rivalry. Those two know each other very well, and they kick off the Madden 20 series with a bang. So with that, let's head down to Veterans Soldier Field in Chicago for the season opener. You guys, this is finna be a fun series. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers versus Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears to kick off this Madden 20 series. Let's go.
The 100th season starts tonight. I'm the coach, and this is the return of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we kick off the new season with a great one in the NFC North. A potential classic between the Green Bay Packers and the defending champs of the division, the Chicago Bears. I'll be back at halftime with a look ahead to the weekend. But for now, let's get to Chicago and say hello for the first time to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis back for our 4th season already calling games together. Hard to believe that. And as we begin 2019, the 100th season of the NFL, it's the 199th matchup between the Packers and the Bears.
Makes our 4 seasons together seem rather small, doesn't it? When you
does.
put those numbers next to it. But how about this opener? Last year, it was the season opener in Green Bay, and that was an absolute classic. Aaron Rodgers coming back and throwing the big touchdown passes for the Packers to win. But now they're under new management. Matt LaFleur is their head coach. Rodgers still the quarterback. The Bears, the defending NFC North champs.
All right, so it looks like Green Bay is going to get the ball first. So which means we're going to see Aaron Rodgers out there to start. He knows a lot about these Bears. He knows a lot about playing in Soldier Field. And he gets the Bears to kick off the Madden 20 series. So Eddie Pinheiro has it all teed up. And with that, we are underway from Chicago as the Madden 20 series is underway. As this one will not be returned by Smith. So Green Bay's offense gets set to go. And number 12, Aaron Rodgers, the veteran, set to lead them out.
Last year for Rodgers, despite the young receiving core, despite the nagging injuries, despite the removal of his head coach, better than 4,400 passing yards, the second highest total in his 14 NFL seasons.
First down. Here's a carry for Jones up the middle. And nice way to start the drive there. He gets 10 yards to kick off the drive.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second and inches. Here's Aaron Jones. And he will take this at a 35. And that's going to be a first down for Green Bay.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down. Here's a jet sweep to Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be tackled in the backfield. A loss of 3, second and 13.
3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on second and 13.
Rodgers on second and 13. Here's a catch by Williams-King. And he'll get a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up third down as here's Green Bay's offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Here's a 3rd and 8 for Rodgers, and that's going to be a catch by Aaron Jones, who went nowhere. And I mean nowhere. That Bears defense was all over that. A loss of 6 to bring up 4th down.
They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott.
So here's J.K. Scott on the punt. And back to return the free safety Ryan Anderson. And that one's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get to see the Bears offense for the first time. And Mitchell Trubisky leading the group.
By their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First play, here's a carry for Young. And he'll be taken down at the 29. A pickup of 9, 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and 1. Here's an end around to Allen Robinson, and nowhere for him to go there. Nice play there by the Packers defense. A loss of 9, 3rd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Trubisky on 3rd down. He completes this to Christopher Bosch. And he's got a first down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 11 right there.
A gain of 11. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, here's Young. And he is tackled at the 39. A pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 2, another end around, and that went nowhere. And I mean nowhere. Another big play by the Packers defense on that end around. 3rd down now.
First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
I mean, the Packers absolutely blew that one up from the very beginning. So 3rd and 10 coming up for the Bears.
On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Trubisky, nowhere to go. He's brought down. Adrian Thompson picks up the sack there. And with that, it's 4th down.
To set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down,
so here's Pat O'Donnell.
To kick it away.
He'll punt. Back to return, Dylan Carpenter. And he's going to return this one from the 16. And Carpenter with a spin move. Another. And he takes this to the 38. Nice return there by Carpenter. A 22-yard return.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure.
Rodgers looking around, and he's going to get rid of it as he throws it away. Incomplete. 2nd down. Now here's the Bears defense.
Defensively for the Bears.
And number 52 has hit the field for the Chicago Bears. That's Khalil Mack, their all-star outside linebacker who came over from the Oakland Raiders right at the start of the 2018 season. The Raiders got a fistful of draft picks. The Bears, they got 12.5 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, and an NFC North division title. They love their end of the deal.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw again.
Rodgers and an open receiver. He's got Westbrook. And he's tackled across midfield to the 46. A gain of 15. 1st down Packers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's Jones. And he is tackled at the 38-yard line. A gain of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Rodgers.
Play action. Rodgers, and he loses the football. And the Bears pick it up.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice
So
long.
the Bears will take over.
That's what they want.
On 1st down.
So here's Young. And he's tackled at the 43. A gain of 3. 2nd and 7. So here's the Bears offense.
For Chicago.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason. And we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Trubisky throwing, and that's caught by Charles Young. And he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 3rd down. Here's the Green Bay defense.
And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Safety Adrian Amos was a free agent in 2018, and division rival Green Bay took note and brought him to Wisconsin to patrol the center of their defense and also drop down near the line of scrimmage and make some big-time plays in the running game.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
And that was complete. Taylor Gabriel with it. And he's tackled at the 41, but not enough for the first. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down.
So the Bears, they're going to call up the field goal unit. Eddie Piñeiro's out there, a 58-yarder. And Piñeiro missed it. He hit the crossbar. So Green Bay will get it back.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball.
First down, Jones.
Get it to their best player.
And he had nowhere to go there. He's going to lose a couple on that play. Second and 12.
In the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
On second and 12, Rodgers.
Second and 12, Rodgers finds an open man, Devontae Adams. And he's out of bounds at the 32. A gain of 22 and a first down. Nice reception there, keeping the 2 feet in bounds.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
And here's Jones, and he loses more yardage. 2 yards lost, second and 12.
And it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second and 12.
Rodgers, and that was complete to Valdes-Scantling. And he's tackled at the 25. He's going to get a gain of about 9. So 3rd and 3. Rodgers over the middle and open receiver Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be tackled with another first down at the Bears' 15.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates.
The Bears were trying to bring the blitz on 3rd down, but going against a guy like Aaron Rodgers, he will get rid of the football as quick as possible.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They go back
first down, Jones.
Trying to run inside,
and he's going to be tackled at the 14. No gain there, second down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down.
Rodgers on second down. Here's Richard Westbrook.
And he'll be brought down this
and
time
he's tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1. Here's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be tackled at the 1 to set up 1st and goal Packers.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Rodgers throwing, and that's caught by Williams-King. Touchdown, Green Bay.
From a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it
here's
later
Mason
on, and
Crosby.
mounted in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point is right down Broadway as Green Bay takes a 7-0 lead.
That time a 9-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone.
So here's Scott to take this one away.
They will send this one away.
Here's Cordell Patterson. And he will be tackled right at the 27. So Chicago will take over.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
Here's Trubisky, and he's sacked. Adrian Thompson picks up the sack. That's his second in the game.
And I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's
Trubisky throwing, and that's incomplete.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver.
He had Allen Robinson, now 3rd down.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play.
Here's Trubisky over the middle. He's got C.J. Davis.
It'll be a gain of 8, but
a gain of only 8. However, it's 4th down.
But I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away.
So here's Pat O'Donnell to punt. So here's Carpenter. And Dylan Carpenter with some space left side. And he's going to take this to the 44. So the Packers will take over.
Short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
1st down, Aaron Jones. And he will be tackled at the 36. He got 8 yards there. 2nd down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Rodgers, and that was going to be caught by Jimmy Graham. And he is tackled at the 35. A gain of a yard, 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
3rd and 1, Aaron Jones, and he's got the 1st down right at the 32.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
So first down.
And they'll keep
Jones once more. And Jones with some space. And he's going to be tackled inside the 10, right at the 9.
As he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now
First and goal, Jones.
And he'll take this from the 9.
And he will take this to the 7-yard line, a gain of 2, second and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Second and goal. Here's Rodgers. And that one's going to be caught by Williams King. And he's going to go backwards. A loss of a yard sets up third and goal.
And that is going to set up third and goal.
And that is probably going to be the last play of the first quarter, which it will be. So third and goal will be coming up as we end the first quarter from Chicago. The Packers out to a 7-0 lead.
7-0 on EA Sports.
All right, so we're set to start the second quarter with the Packers out in front to a 7-0 advantage. They do have the football. However, they're in a third and goal situation.
Working from the gun.
As Rodgers finds an open man, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay. From 8 yards out, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That was a case of practice making perfect. Goal line offense had been their focus while prepping for this one.
Almost as if you go back to training camp, isn't it? You strip it bare, you figure out what you need to make something
Here's the extra point by Mason Crosby.
And get it done.
And he nails the extra point, and it's 14-0.
On the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score.
So here's Scott now. He's on the kick it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this one's not going to be returned by Patterson, so this one will be a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Here's Young on first down. And not much there. He's only going to get a yard out of that. Second down.
Try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give.
And here's a toss outside. Young.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And he'll get this to the 29. So now it's 3rd and 6.
But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all them calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run.
Trubisky fires, and that's batted down. He was trying to look for C.J. Davis, and unfortunately that's going to be another punt for the Bears.
Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago.
So here's Pat O'Donnell to punt for the Bears.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And this one's not going to be returned by Carpenter. And they will down this one right at the 14.
Mahomes making his way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run.
First down. Here's Jones. And he'll get this to the 20. A pickup of 6 on that carry.
Talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down. Here's Jones. And he'll only get a gain of 2 to the 22. 3rd down.
Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Rodgers looking to throw.
Rodgers, and open, he's got Valdes-Scantling.
Scantling over the middle.
And he is tackled at the 32-yard line. First down, Packers.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
The Bears continue to bring that blitz, but Rodgers is reading it every time.
The deep ball beat him on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 39. A gain of 7.
Up there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's
Rodgers on 2nd and 3. He's sacked. Hakeem Hicks bringing the pressure. And with that, now it's 3rd down.
This is the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Rodgers, and that was complete to Adams. And he'll only get to the 35. Well short of the first down marker. A gain of 5, 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So Anderson is not going to return this one, so that's going to be a touchback.
Continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Trubisky, first down pass. Here's Christopher Bosch with the catch. And he will be tackled at the 40. He picks up 20 and a first down for the Bears.
If you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first
and
down.
Here's Young, first down run. And he will be tackled at the 42. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
2nd down, Young. And he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now it's 3rd and 9.
And it'll set up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Trubisky over the middle. He's got Christopher Bosch. And he is tackled in the Packers territory at the 42.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. Here's Young. And he will be tackled at the 40. A gain of 3.
Quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky.
Trubisky loses the football, but the Bears were able to pick it back up. But in there for the sack, Cam Baldwin.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Trubisky on third down, he finds C.J. Davis. And he is tackled at the 25. First down, Bears.
Another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And here's Young on first down.
Just a yard on the first down
And he'll only get a yard out of that. Second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Trubisky, and that's batted down. Great defense right there to bring up third down.
Don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bears on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Third down as Trubisky loses the ball again. But the Bears picked it back up. That's the second fumble for Trubisky.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember
so it's 4th down, and it looks like the field goal unit will come out for the Bears.
But the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And for the second time tonight,
so here's Eddie Pinheiro.
Out here. From the right hash, this from 48.
And the kick is good by Pinheiro to cut the lead. It's 14-3.
14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So on the kickoff, here's Eddie Pinheiro.
The kick it away is Pinheiro.
So here's the return by Smith. And he will get this up to the 26-yard line. So the Packers, they will take over.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that.
Rodgers, first down pass, he finds Devontae Adams.
Yeah, they've had success
and he is tackled at the 34. A gain of 8 that time. Second down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2, Valdes-Scantling, and that one is covered nicely. They're going to tackle him at the 31. That was 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Williams King. And down he goes right at the 38. 1st down, Green Bay.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rodgers now just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down. Now Rodgers.
Rodgers, another pass, another catch. It's Williams King.
7 yards.
A gain of 7 right there. 2nd and 3.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers.
Play action fake. Rodgers connects with Westbrook.
And this won't be enough.
And he is going to be tackled at the 47 to bring up 3rd and 1.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, and Aaron Jones is going to pick up the 1st. Getting this into Bears territory at the 46.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
First down, Jones. And he'll only get a gain of a couple to the 44. 2nd and 8.
That one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44.
Rodgers looking around. He's sacked. Khalil Mack picks up the sack there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 16.
It takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Rodgers on 3rd down, and he's got an open receiver. It's Adams. And he's got another Packer 1st down at the Bears 30, inside the Bears 30 at the 29.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And
1st down is an outside run by Jones. And he's tackled at the 25, 2nd and 7.
Tackle for Chicago.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 25 on
Rodgers on 2nd and 7. Valdes-Scantling with the catch.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down.
A gain of only 3 sets up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
Rodgers over the middle. He's got Adams again.
Adams has it complete.
And he is tackled right at the 12-yard line and another first down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And with that, that brings this one to the 2-minute warning in an 11-point game.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up.
Rodgers over the middle to Williams King. And he is tackled right at the 4, 2nd and 3.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving.
And here's Aaron Jones, and Jones gets in for a Packer touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored
So the
first,
Packers extend their first half lead.
We saw evidence of that on that play.
And Crosby nails the extra point to make it 21-3.
To just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Ooh, here's Scott to kick this one away. And Cordell Patterson, he will take a knee in the end zone. So Chicago, they will take over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3.
Here's Trubisky, and that's incomplete. He tried to go to Christopher Bosch, but he completely missed him there. Second down.
I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Trubisky over the middle. He's got Christopher Bosch. And he is tackled at the 38, and that's a first down.
They go play action here on first down.
Play action for Trubisky, and he gets rid of it.
He just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers.
Over the middle, here's Allen Robinson with the catch. And he is tackled at midfield for another first down.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From midfield now, here's Trubisky.
Trubisky fires, and that's incomplete. Christopher Bosch was the intended receiver. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky.
Trubisky fires, and that was complete to Christopher Bosch. And that's going to be another first down. And Trubisky is going to spike it with 5 seconds.
They'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break.
So the Bears, they're going to go for a field goal. A 54-yarder.
Before half. This from 54 yards away.
And Pinheiro, his kick is no good. And with that, that's going to do it for the first half. The Packers out in front, 21-3 over the Bears.
Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Detroit Lions. And finally, on Monday night, a doubleheader to start the new year. Houston traveling to the Bayou to take on the Saints. That'll be followed by Denver and Oakland from the Bay Area. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
All right, so we're back in Chicago, set back in the third quarter. The Packers 21 and the Bears 3. We're set to begin the second half. Here's Cordell Patterson. And he will take this up to the 27. So Chicago gets set for their first drive of quarter 3.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
First down, here's Young.
Create more hype than what is there.
And he's going to be tackled at the 32. A pickup of 5 to kick off the drive. Second down.
A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here.
Trubisky, and that was going to be caught by Christopher Bosch. And he is tackled at the 37. And that's going to bring up 3rd and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
Trubisky, and that was going to be complete to the tight end. And he's going to be tackled right across midfield at the 49.
Charles, you are the master.
So the tight end Shaheen gets his first catch, as that moved the chains.
How about the only one ever drafted from there? Adam Shaheen, the tight end, went to the Chicago Bears, began his college career, though, as a basketball player, Division II in the state of Pennsylvania.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
And here's Young on first down. And he will get this to the 46-yard line. A pickup of 3.
Pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively.
Trubisky throws, and that's batted down. And incomplete. So 3rd down.
And incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was bad.
Trubisky throwing, and that was caught. Gabriel. And he is tackled with another first down at the Packers 37.
Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, here's Young. And he's going to be tackled at the 35. He'll only get a yard, 2nd down.
Variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Second and 9. Here's Young.
And this will be a gain of 5
And he'll
as he
be
gets it to
tackled at the 30. So now it's 3rd and 3.
Offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw.
Trubisky throwing, and that was caught by Davis. And he is tackled with another first down at the Packers 20. Nice way to kick off the second half by the Bears. They're moving it right down the field.
Like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky.
Trubisky looking around, and he's sacked.
Down he goes.
Adrian Thompson picks up sack number 3, and that brings up 2nd down.
For that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They go play action. Trubisky.
Play action, and Trubisky sacked again by Preston Smith. He brought the pressure from off the edge, and now it's 3rd and longer, and even longer.
Roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Here's Trubisky. And open, he's got Davis. And he's going to be tackled inside the 20 at the 19. So instead, that's 4th down. He was well short of the first.
I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity.
So here's Pinheiro. I'm pretty sure this is his 4th kick of the game. He's 1 of 3 so far. And this one is good by Pinheiro to cut the lead 21-6.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So here's Pinheiro to kick this one away. And Smith, he will take a knee in the end zone. So Green Bay's offense gets set to take over.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
First down, Aaron Jones. And he is tackled at the 26. He only gets a yard out of that.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And here's Jones on 2nd down, and he's tackled in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Rodgers over the middle. He's got Davante Adams. And he's going to be tackled at the 33, 2 yards shy. And it's 4th down.
Offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Rodgers throwing, and he had an open man. Williams King did not keep his feet in bounds, so the Bears will get the ball back.
Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way.
And here's Young on 1st down, and he went nowhere. And I mean nowhere. Cam Baldwin making a big play on that ground. 2nd and 12.
The struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 12.
Trubisky looking around. He sat. Preston Smith with his 2nd sack in the game. Now it's 3rd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long.
Trubisky, and he's sacked again. Cam Baldwin, his 3rd sack in the game. That's the 8th sack for this Packer defense, and it's 4th down.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
So here's Pat O'Donnell to punt. And no return for Dylan Carpenter. That one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to.
First down, Jones. And he's going to be tackled at the 23. He got 3. 2nd and 7.
We'll see what his offense can do.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Rodgers.
Rodgers throwing, and that's caught by Valdes-Scantling. And he's tackled at the 31. First down, Green Bay.
Pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was.
First down. Here's a carry for Jones.
I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to be tackled at the 43, and that's going to be a first down. And Aaron Jones is over 100 yards in this game.
Makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Check.
Now Jones.
First down. Jones again, up the middle.
And he'll be taken
And
down
he is
across the
tackled,
50
getting this
at the
into
40.
Bears
Now
territory
in
at the
enemy
45.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Rodgers throwing left side, and that's complete by Westbrook.
And he'll go out of bounds.
And he's out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary
Rodgers,
target.
left side, complete to Williams King.
Figured out where the blitz was coming
And
from,
he's going to be
and went to a
tackled with
secondary
another
target
first
for a
down
really
at the
nice
Bears
gain.
35.
Gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Rodgers, and that was going to be caught by Jimmy Graham.
This will be a gain of about
And he's
8 to the
tackled at the 27, a pickup of 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Rodgers over the middle. He's got an open receiver. Williams King has it. And he will go down, getting this to the 4-yard line.
The 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th.
Rodgers, and he's sacked on 1st and goal. Michael Jefferson with the sack. That's his 2nd on the game.
Dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard
2nd
line
and
now.
goal. Here's Jones.
And he's going to
And he's going to be tackled at the 2-yard line.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal
So
line
now
with
it's 3rd
down
and goal.
upcoming. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Rodgers.
And that
Oh,
is
no way. Richard Westbrook. He had it.
Long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while.
There's
Now what do you do
no
here?
way that he drops this. How do you drop that?
This close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
I don't get that at all. Richard Westbrook, he was wide open,
Can this
but instead he
defense hold
dropped
out?
it.
Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
So now it's 4th and goal, and the Packers are gonna stay out as Rodgers is gonna find Westbrook for a Packer touchdown
Take it in.
as he redeems himself from the incompletion.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. Now the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
Here's
Slowly
Crosby.
but surely now starting to pull away a little bit.
Extra point is good by Crosby as they extend their lead to 28-6.
Clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
So here's the punter, Scott, to keep this one away. And here's Patterson. And not a bad return here. He takes this to the 25. So the Bears, they get set for their next drive.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
And here's a carry for Young.
A good run there to
And a good run right there. A gain of 13, first down.
Pick up a 13, and the Bears have the first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Here's Young. And he's going to take this up to the 39. A gain of a yard, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Trubisky now off the bootleg.
Trubisky throwing, and that one's incomplete. He tried to go to C.J. Davis. 3rd down.
Hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender.
Trubisky over the middle to Davis. He's got it. And he is tackled in the Packers territory at the 44. 1st down, Green Bay.
And just a small glimpse
Well,
there
1st down, Chicago.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
First down, here's Young. And he is going to be tackled at the 44. No gain there, 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2nd down, here's Young. And he is tackled at the 40. A gain of about 4, which is going to bring up 3rd down. And with that, that's probably going to be the very last play to this 3rd quarter, which it will be. So 3rd and 6 coming up for the Bears as we played 3 quarters. The Packers out in front, 28-6.
Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Trubisky steps away.
Trubisky firing, and that's caught by Gabriel. And that's going to be another 1st down at the Packers 17.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And here's Young, 1st down run. And he is tackled, getting this to the 13. A gain of 5, 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Second down. Here's Young. And he is tackled in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of one.
A loss of a yard. Third down.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football.
Trubisky throwing, and that's caught by Davis. And down he goes right at the 2. And now it's first and goal, Chicago.
That sets up a first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now it's Trubisky.
Play action, and Trubisky is sacked. Preston Smith bringing the pressure. So that's second and goal now for the Bears. I mean, look at that. He didn't even have a chance. As soon as Trubisky turned around, boom, he got taken down.
A lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Here's Trubisky.
Trubisky throwing, and that's caught by Davis.
And from the 9,
and he gets this up to the 5. Sets up third and goal.
For 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
Trubisky firing, and that's caught by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago.
A 5-yard touchdown, and the Bears cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
So they're going to stay out for the 2-point try, and Bosch comes up with the catch to make it a 2-score game, 28-14.
Right now, they're starting to move the ball well.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So here's Pinheiro. He'll kick it off.
Touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
On the return, here's Smith. And he'll take this to the 23. So the Packers will take over.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers.
Rodgers on first down. He finds Devontae Adams, and Adams breaks free. There goes Adams. And he takes this all the way to the 31.
A big play there.
Now, those are the type of plays that gets you into trouble.
Another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
First down. Here's Jones. And he's going to be tackled, losing yardage to the 32. Second and 11.
This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. Switch up.
Second and 11, Jones. And he's going to be tackled at the 31. A gain of about a yard. 3rd and 9.
Take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Rodgers throwing, and that's caught by Williams-King. And he's going to be brought down at the 8-yard line. And it's 1st and goal, Packers.
That sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right.
Rodgers throwing, and Williams-King with the catch. And they're going to bring him down at the 5-yard line.
3 yards is the gain.
So 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can
2nd and goal. Aaron Jones. And he's just short of the goal line. Tackled at the 1. 3rd and goal.
The spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a
Rodgers, and that one's batted down and incomplete.
A shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Rodgers to the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nothing available there for him.
Nobody was open.
But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
So the Bears are going to get the ball back.
What the mindset was to go for it, I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it.
And here's Young.
They will get 4 yards here.
And he'll get a gain of about 4 on the 1st down run. 2nd down.
Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a
and here's Young on 2nd and 6. And he's tackled at the 10-yard line. So now that's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary.
3rd and 1. Here's Young outside, and he picks up the 1st at the 12-yard line.
Combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up
and here's Young once more.
They have to pick up the pace now because it's
and he gets no gain that time. 2nd down.
Make sure they have a chance to win.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either.
Trubisky, and it's picked off. Dylan Carpenter came out of nowhere to snatch it, and Green Bay is back to where they had started.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says,
I mean, look at that. That one was snatched and picked.
Linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
1st and goal. Aaron Jones gets in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Crosby for the point after.
So here's the extra point by Mason Crosby. And he splits the uprights. Now it's 35-14.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So on to kick it off, here's Scott.
On the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in
And
the
Patterson, he will take it in the end zone, so that will be a touchback.
25-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely.
And here's Young, first down carry.
They can maybe take something positive.
And he's only going to get a gain of a couple, second down.
Second and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Trubisky open, he's got Bosch. And he's taken down at the 38-yard line. First down Bears.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an
and here's Young up the middle.
For an easy completion.
And they're going to bring him down right at midfield for another Bears first down.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Right back
First down, and Young went backwards. Adrian Thompson was not fooled. 2nd and 14.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Here's Trubisky, and that was complete to Bosch.
They get 11 back on
A gain of 11 back
down.
there, 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And here's Young on 3rd down, and he's not going to get there. They're going to tackle him at the 45, so 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Trubisky over the middle, he's got Allen Robinson. And he's got a first down at the 36, and that's going to be a first down.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first
And
down.
here's Young running up the middle. And he'll get a gain of 8, tackled at the 28, 2nd and 2.
Like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd and a couple.
Trubisky throwing again. He's got Allen Robinson this time. And he's tackled at the 20. And that's a first down.
This is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And here's Young.
And
he's going to be tackled at the 19. So now that brings up 2nd and 9.
Under
4 minutes to go in the game. Under 4 minutes to go in the game.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And here's Young again. And they see right through that one defensively.
And taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
A loss of a yard, 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky.
Trubisky throwing, and that's complete to Christopher Bosch.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So now it's 4th down.
Maybe play that too safely on 3rd down. I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And the Bears, it looks like they're going to call out the field goal unit here on 4th down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
A 37-yard attempt. Pinheiro puts it in as they cut the lead to 35-17.
Grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing.
So Pinheiro to kick this one away. And here's the return by Smith. And nice return there. He's going to get this to the 36. So the Packers are just 2 minutes and 22 seconds away from getting out of here with a win.
Ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And here's Aaron Jones, 1st down carry. And he's tackled at the 49, and that's a 1st down.
Yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
And with that, that's going to bring this one to the 2-minute warning, with the Packers leading 35-17. They're just 2 minutes away from winning their first game of the season on the road.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes.
And here's Jones.
A run there on 1st down,
and he's going to be tackled as the Bears going to use one of their timeouts.
The 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now, if the Bears want to have any shot of trying to get themselves back in it, they've got to get a stop here defensively.
On 2nd down,
as here's Jones on 2nd down.
3 yards is half of what they
a gain of 3 right there. Now it's 3rd down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now Rodgers on the bootleg, escaping the pressure.
Rodgers throwing, and that one is dropped. Williams King had it in his hands, just couldn't hold on. 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Rodgers gets hit as he throws. It's incomplete.
Unable to pick up the 1st, and the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there, and I know if we go to the postgame press conferences,
here's Trubisky. He's going to scramble.
We need the points, okay?
And he goes out of bounds at the 48. A pick of a 5.
Trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short game.
Trubisky, and he gets rid of it, and the flag comes out. I don't think that was a smart decision on second down.
Pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Trubisky, and he goes down. And the Bears are going to use their third and last timeout.
They stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Trubisky, nowhere to go. He's sacked again. Cam Baldwin with literally one of the biggest sacks in the game. And it looks like the game is going to be done.
It really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Packers.
So Aaron Rodgers goes down to a knee. And the Bears, they have no more timeouts, so they can't stop the clock. They can't stop the clock in any way. And they're going to hand it off. And they're going to bring him down at the 20. So that's going to bring up third and long. But I don't know if they really needed to do that.
For actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his
and it looks like
spaces and the big yardage all
the Packers probably did that on purpose. Either way, they're going to go down to a knee one more time, and with that, the Green Bay Packers are going to win this game. They're going to come into Chicago and defeat the Chicago Bears. Aaron Rodgers continues to beat the Bears. They win it 35-17 on the road. The Packers will begin the season with a 1-0 start.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Well, I would say that was a good start. That was a good start. Even though the Packers had to put on a show on the road, they beat the Bears 35-17. It just seemed like the Bears just couldn't stop Aaron Rodgers. They just couldn't stop him. They only forced one turnover of Rodgers, which was the fumble. However, Rodgers didn't throw any interceptions. As we look at the stats, just 6 yards apart between the two quarterbacks. Rodgers threw for 288. Trubisky threw for 282. But the touchdown interception wise, that's going to have to go to Rodgers. 3 touchdowns, no picks. He only got sacked 4 times. But Trubisky, he got sacked 11 times. He threw a touchdown, he threw an INT, but it was not enough. So here's the running game. Aaron Jones, over 100 yards. He had 2 scores. Charles Young ran for 91 yards on 31 carries. And Mitch Trubisky ran for 5. And here's the receiving. Devontae Adams, 8 catches, 132 yards, and a touchdown. Christopher Bosch, 9 catches, 101 yards. CJ Davis, 7 catches, 99 yards, 1 yard shy of 100 for him. Josh Williams-King, 10 catches for 80 and a touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 5 catches for 40. Taylor Gabriel, 3 catches, 34 yards. Allen Robinson, 4 catches, 34 yards and a score. Richard Westbrook, 5 catches, 33 yards, and he had a score. Adam Shaheen, a catch for 14. And Jimmy Graham, 2 catches for 9. So for Green Bay, they kick off the season with a great win on the road to begin the season opener. And in week 2, and they'll get the weekend off as they'll be set to prepare to host the Minnesota Vikings in week number 2. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to defeat here in the opener, and they'll have a chance to bounce back in their next game as they will travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Alright, so with that being said, there goes the very first game here in this Madden 23 series. So there goes that first result. We're hoping for some more results here in week 1. Let's see how the rest of these games here in week 1 will go after that Packers finish, because that game was good. It was basically all Packers from the very start. It was just all Packers from the start. The Bears tried to fight their way back in it, but it was not enough. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to drop a like as well. And you already know what's up next. The 1 o'clock schedule for week 1 is up next, so be sure to stay tuned for the 1 o'clock schedule. It's a total of 7 1 o'clock schedule games here in the opener.